What's up, here? Jake79 here. We are back again today with another SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z action figure review. Today we are taking a look at the Super Saiyan Son Goku, the legendary Super Saiyan. This is basically Goku when his shirt is ripped off from Final Form Frieza. This is when the boots are off, the cufflinks are taken off. That's back down to business. We all know when Goku loses all of his shirt, that's when the conclusion of the final battle was near. He lost his whole shirt against Vegeta. He lost his whole shirt against Frieza. He lost it against Jiren. He didn't lose it against Cell because, he let Gohan take that fight. But, and he lost it against Piccolo too. So, that's what it is, man. So, happy to get this figure in. A lot of reviewers and people are saying this is figure of the year. I'll be the judge of that. People tend to get excited when it's characters and iconicness like this, but we're going to open it up, crack him down, and really see what he's about. So let's take a look at the package here. He does look good in the package, I'll admit that. Comes with, looks like 3 extra face sculpts, some key blasting hands, Kamehameha hands, Kung Fu hands, that hair effect that has him powering up, even though kind of unfortunate that he doesn't come with an aura effect like the Super Saiyan 2 Goku did. I think that would have been cool, but that's the P Bandai logo, Tamachi Nations, Dragon Ball Z, Toei. Spin it to the side here. You got the Kamehameha effect. That's pretty nifty. I'm gonna spin it to the back. Super modeling. Legendary Super Saiyan Goku. Super action, super style, and heroic action. All right, man. Let's crack this baby open. Let's get started. Okay, and now we're back, man. Now we have our Goku out of the package here. And look at that. That is looking fantastic. I admit, he looks good. All the people that was complaining about his neck, shut up. God, he's got a thick neck. This is supposed to be based off of Namek Super Saiyan Goku. Look at the imagery. Look at the manga panels and look at the anime. This is exactly how he's supposed to look. He didn't have a tall, extended neck. He was buffed out. He had just turned Super Saiyan. They wanted to put an emphasis on the muscles. It comes out great. The only thing's missing is some decent shading. But the muscle definition, the chest coloring is a little different there compared to the abs. Maybe that's something worth pointing out. It's like the abs and the arms, shoulders there. The biceps is the same color, but it's like this chest plating here is a different color. So, and it looks like the face is the same color as the abs and the arms as well. So, spin it to the back here. But, I mean, the definition of the scratches and the muscles look just absolutely amazing. It's so insane. Look at that, man. I can see why people are wanting to give this figure of the year, but color is not perfect, so we definitely got to point that out. Hair looks good, though, at least the standard that it comes packaged with. A little bit of lining issues there, so that's what we're pointing out. Looks like the 4K is seeing that for sure. So let's take a look at the pants here. I know a lot of people were having an issue with his pants as well. Goku has light orange pants. The Frieza saga, when he's fighting Frieza and he has the Super Saiyan aura around him, his pants are a lightish orange. It's a yellowish orange because he has the Super Saiyan aura around him. This is what this is supposed to represent. God, look at the anime. The shoes come out good. I like the scratches and the wrinkles in the shoes and the patterns and the rips. And the pants looks good as well. It's definitely been through the ringer. Really like the wristbands as well. They're ripped and torn, like he's been in a long fight. I think to this day, this is still the longest fight of Goku's life. It's just insane how long that fight lasted. Okay, let's get a look at the accessories here. First, this hairpiece here. This is the one that has the raised up Super Saiyan hair. Probably the one that I'm going to end up posing him with. Kind of want to go with he's powering up pose, but we'll get to that in a second there. I mean, it comes out good. It looks fine. Faces here, smiling face, screaming face, gritting teeth face. I got some Kamehameha hands. This is standard. You got some, looks like some kind of more resting Kamehameha hands, It'll probably just be a normal Ki Blast as well. Then you have your standard Ki Blast hands. Then you have your Kung Fu hands. And then you have your Kamehameha effect that needs to have all of the extensions plugged in. And then it also comes with the Kamehameha hands where you can plug the Kamehameha effect into. So you can either plug it into the bottom or the top one. And then you would most likely take a regular Kamehameha and put it underneath it to represent that pose. So we'll probably go ahead and set up the Kamehameha ball, and then we'll start to go through his articulation here. Okay, so now we have our Kamehameha effect piece built. Simple. We've done this 1,000 times, man. So, okay, just make sure you have the correct pieces lined up with, that goes into the correct female hose, or else it's not going to work. But simple enough. Like I said, we've done that 1,000 times if you've been collecting these figures for years. Okay, articulation time. Head, down, tilt to the left, tilt to the right, rotate 360 degrees, maybe. Yep, to the, yep, all the way. Here you go. Careful, because it is kind of disconnected from the neck. So if you're trying to rotate the head, make sure you don't take the neck with you. It's because the neck can also be tilted to the left and to the right, and can also be tilted forward and backwards. Arm, push forward, push backwards, push it down, push it up. Rotate that 360 degrees. Bicep, rotate that 360 degrees. Elbow, all the way up, down. Wrist, rotate that 360 degrees, tilt it up, tilt it back, side to side. Chest, just the chest piece, which is not connected to the ab work. Be tilted left, tilted right. Push that forward, push that backwards. Rotate that to the left. Can it be rotated 360 degrees? No, they can go to the left and to the right, but do not push that. That does feel like it can snap if you push that too far. Abs, which is disconnected from the chest, push that down, push that upwards. Tilt that to the side, tilt that to the side. On a full butterfly hinge for the ab work. That is brilliant. Well, I've seen it before, but never on a shirtless figure before. That's definitely a first for Figuarts. That comes out great. Maybe the Broly had kind of similar articulation like that, but you know, it's definitely coming out really, really good. Okay, the belt. Disconnected from everything as well, from the bottom pants piece and the top piece. Careful there, if you're not careful, if you rotate the belt, it can reveal a pretty ugly gappage there, as you're seeing here. So make sure you keep that snapped on to the pants portion of the legs, but it can be rotated 360 degrees, as you can see. I don't know why you would want to do that though, because you need to keep the belt portion centered out. Okay, leg, kick forward, kick backwards. It could be rotated forward from the thigh, can also be pushed backwards, but also be careful with that. As you can see, it reveals a pretty nasty gappage there, the interior thigh. Knee, push it all the way back, push the leg out, looks good. But like I said, does reveal the articulation is wonderful, but it just has some rough gappage there. So when you're pointing if you're taking pictures or posing it, just make sure you point it in a direction as to where you get as least gappage as possible. Thigh rotation, like I said, it can go to the left and to the right, but cannot go 360 degrees. Or knee joint is pretty ugly, but kind of what you get when you get the ripped up pants feature. This is tough to make human knees look decent with added articulation to them. Just how it is. Ankle, rotate 360 degrees. Toe hinge, up, down. Ankle, down. Be tilted to the left and to the right. The boot cannot be rotated. Keep that in mind. Only the ankle has the articulation, but the boot cannot be rotated at all. Let's start to get some poses going on here, but first let's switch out the hairpiece. Actually, here, let's just take this off, and we will plug in the other headpiece here. Should be pretty simple. Yep, snaps right on. We'll take our screaming headpiece or face plate, plug that in, simple. This hair piece is only for if you don't want any strands falling down on his face. It's for a pure powering up, all of his hair strands are standing straight up. So the different hair strands comes like if he's more kind of calmed down with this one, then if he's like powering up more, then you get the one hair strand here. So we can take that and plug that one up into here and show you what that looks like. So you can have that look as well. Really cool that they have done this much customization with this figure. Yeah, definitely so far it's gonna make my top 10 of the year. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. I mean, this is kind of a dream iconic Goku figure for your Namek saga. I mean, all there is to it. Okay, let's get our first pose going on here, and then we will go from there. All right, pose one, the legendary Super Saiyan screaming in rage, powering up. This is what it's going to be when he goes onto the shelf. I don't know if he was going to make it onto the shelf. I'm probably just going to add him to the display stage, because I very rarely put the characters with the messed up clothing onto the main shelf. I usually try to put them somewhere special. And this one might stick around for the review station, man, because he's just that good. Golly, it's just visually appealing. There's just no denying that. Man, this is stellar. It really is. All right, and for this one, I went with another iconic pose. Got this pose when he was giving Frieza some of his own energy after he had been cut in half, and he was begging Goku to spare his life. Look at that, man. Oh, dude, this is so good, man. This is so good. Oh, my God. Even with the miscoloring from the chest to the abdomen, dude, that looks so good. I kind of really like this pose, too. I don't know which one I'm going to pose him with for the shelf. Golly, dude. This is stellar. This is, shoot, man, this might make my list for all-time best SH Figuarts Goku ever. It's really that good. I can't believe people were complaining about that neck. I mean, it's not perfect, but dude, like, it's a spot on how he looked and just some of those iconic imagery that we've seen time and time again. Figuarts outdid themselves this time. They really did. Sometimes they really be kicking the bucket, but this time, man, this is a no-brainer purchase for sure. Allied are good. Nightmare to you. Look at that, man. Oh, another stellar pose right there, man. Got that iconic flying elbow to Frieza's face. Comes out good, man. Obviously, you would need a flight stand for this pose, but it comes out good. I love it. Really do. Just utilizing that neck peg there. Comes out good. The elbow can go up. Comes out good, man. Okay, I think last pose to close us out here, man. Just that classic powering up the Kamehameha pose, man. Look at that. That comes out magnificent. Kind of that watery effect on the orb of the Kamehameha. Comes out good. And then just Aurora effect of the Super Saiyan 2 exclusive. Just the combination of these two, you gotta have it, man. Hopefully if you have this aura effect or any other aura effect in your collection, you can match that up together, but it comes out so good, man. It really does. Just stupendous. This is a must-have. This is probably one of the best action figures that I have reviewed this year. Probably easily one of my favorite Gokus of all time. Must-have. If you're any fan of Dragon Ball Z, the legendary Super Saiyan form is definitely, they've outdone themselves this time. SH Figuarts really has. I'm happy. Definitely happy with this figure. I was skeptical at first, but I'm definitely happy to have this in my collection. I picked this up from Ageless Geeks. I think it was like $70, so that's not bad at all, especially in this day and age for a Figuarts figure. So you gotta have it. Must have, for sure. Oh, and if you were curious about head swaps for this figure, unfortunately, I'm kind of a stickler when it comes to my Dragon Ball action figures, and I didn't really see the point to do that because there's no other point in time, maybe a regular Goku head, but I'm not doing all that. But any of his other forms, he's never had the ripped up clothes, especially shirtless, with the other forms. Like Super Saiyan Blue, we've never seen a ripped up shirtless Super Saiyan Blue. I think even against Broly, like he still had on his blue shirt. Same thing with Super Saiyan God. He still, even against Broly, against Beerus, he at the very least still had on his blue shirt. He was never completely shirtless. Super Saiyan 3, never shirtless. Super Saiyan 2, never shirtless. The only other time I can recall him being completely shirtless was in his natural state against Piccolo and against Jiren. But clearly, we already have the correct body prefer that because it doesn't have the belt. So sorry, I just don't see the point of it. So I guess I could also knock out a height comparison real quick, but technically the only one you really need is Frieza, maybe a normal state Vegeta, maybe a Namek Gohan or Krillin. But as you can see, it comes out good. Goku towers over Frieza. Comes out good, man. Just for shiggles, let's bring out a Jack-specific Mario in here. He kind of towers over Mario, as you can see there. So high comparisons are fine, man. And one more for shiggles comparison. Let's compare the legendary Super Saiyan compared to the awakening Super Saiyan Goku. And basically this is the manga Goku when he first unlocks the form, even though in the anime he still technically had on his shirt, where this one was where he was fighting 100% final form Frieza. So just comparing the two side by side, it's obvious that the legendary Super Saiyan is the better figure, which it should. I mean, the awakening is like 4 or 5 years old now, where this one just came out. So for some reason don't happen to have this one in. This one is kind of the no-brainer purchase that you should add to your collection. Not to say that this one doesn't still hold a very important spot in my action figure heart, but I'm definitely happy to have kind of this updated version of this iconic form on my display shelf. So okay, man, let's go ahead and close out here. And no, unfortunately, the legendary Super Saiyan Goku head does not fit properly on the awakening body, and it does not have the correct skin tone either, so it's just not going to work. Right, now, henceforth, now and forever, every time you click on a Marjack79 action figure review, you are going to see this action figure. I love it, man. I really do. Oh, it comes out so good. Look at that, man. That's definitely my new favorite Goku in my collection. It really is. It comes out so good. I'm so happy to have this, man. All right. So I think my job here was to convince you that you absolutely need this Goku figure in your Dragon Ball Z action figure collection. If I haven't, I didn't do my job, and I'm sorry. So if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. I tend to cover at least 95% of all of the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball action figures. I don't do all of them, but I do the vast majority of them. So you're definitely in the right spot. All right, my friends, you can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you leave a comment below and share the video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Catch you guys later.